DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Stuffs it down. With authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Walker to Hayward. To Walker. Tatum. His first effort off the mark. To James. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Los Angeles has the basketball. LeBron James missed his first. That one goes. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Curling inside. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
LeBron James, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Nope, first one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Boston with the basketball. Kemba Walker in a matchup with Boogie. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. That's his third block this evening. LeBron James, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
to Kemba Walker. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
LeBron with it up top. Up by 3. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Davis. They get it to Kuzma down low. Nice pass to set things up.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. DeMarcus Cousins rejects it. 4th this contest.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Davis to James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Throws it down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Los Angeles, they have it. And a pass stolen by Boston. Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 3. LeBron James. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look won't go.
Well, the shots aren't falling, but that's okay. Let the defense keep opening up that door. Sooner or later, you're going to walk through.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Celtics have it. Walker. To Cantor, and his Cantor above the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
LeBron into the front court. Up by 6. And his Cantor pins it. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Cantor. scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's James controlling the offense. Probing the defense. James. LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Off the mark on his free throw. Celtics have it. Probing the defense. Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Brown with it up top. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Screen coming. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. James into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Caldwell Pope to James. Driving right to the basket. Davis to Caldwell Pope. Jumper's good.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Hayward misfires. It's no good. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. And we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Final. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LBJ with it. To Davis. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Jaylen Brown. Anthony Davis swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Timeout Boston as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Videos, interviews, and features. You can get all that and more, including the opportunity to attend a post-game press conference. Visit the website for your chance to win.
Time to shuffle things up. To Jaylen Brown. To Cantor. 5 on the shot clock. Has a look, and it's Cantor. He's 2 for 2 now.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. James has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Lakers at the controls right now. James. Rondo. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
JaVale McGee tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. Walker to Jaylen Brown. To Walker. Trying to cash in. And the Lakers have the rebound. James. To Kyle Kuzma. James. Caldwell Pope. Off the mark. No good. Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Cantor. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
And the finish. Slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Walker to Cantor. Off the mark. Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. Down for McGee to Caldwell Pope. To James. Caldwell Pope. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. He knows he needs his bench. Brad Stevens turns to his reserves. Lakers come up with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Rocking the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
to Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses. To Kyle Kuzma. James gets it in the left corner. Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. 2:04 now. LeBron with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Runner's good there.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Walker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Into the front court comes Rondo. He'll run the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. James. Rondo. Hits the trifecta.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what quarter wears.
Boston with the basketball. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
JaVale McGee. Deep left corner. Caldwell Pope. Won't go down. To Cantor. Enes Kanter. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5. James to Caldwell Pope. Kuzma. He was smothered and still gets it to go down. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down a bundle. To Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. To Walker. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Lakers didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the
Game track. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning
Player of the half.
LeBron James was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be... And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining me. And see you again after the game.
James to Davis. Fires the three. Not going down here. James. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
Shot from in close, no good. To Davis. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys down big. Fires the three. They need something to go down. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Five to shoot for Los Angeles. James to Davis. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Marcus Smart, good touch.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
LeBron James with the rock. From long range. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Kyle Kuzma can't go down. Smothering defense. Give it to him. Kemba Walker, now 4 for 9.
Ed, here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Kyle Kuzma can't connect from in close.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To James. Cousins. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Davis. To James. Down low for Kuzma. It goes down. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Has a look. Draws the double and still hits. James to Kyle Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 in the shot clock. James trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Great look and vision. Count the basket inside.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
James to Kyle Kuzma. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Over to the right side. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Passed it off. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Celtics have it. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Danny Green. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Great feed. Walker. off the iron. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. 4-3. No good. That's great defense. DeMarcus Cousins with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Danny Green has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Walker and the rebound pulled down by Davis.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. To James. Deep right corner. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. That misses with 3 seconds left. Third quarter comes to an end. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
James, and a pass stolen by Boston.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
To Jaylen Brown. Hayward. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Caldwell Pope. Has a chance. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And he adds the free throw. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Short jumper off the mark. Another shot stays out. To Caldwell Pope. Nice pass to get things going.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. James into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And he finishes at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Caldwell Pope. Trying to cash in. Caldwell Pope off the mark. To Walker. Gets it in the right corner. To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from long range. Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
From the painted area, won't go down. Walker with the basketball. Down a bundle. Tatum gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Has a look. Rondo's shot won't go down. Walker into the front court. He'll run the offense. LeBron James sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Kyle Kuzma. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. Shot by Kuzma, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Celtics have it. And the finish at the
Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
That's a 5-second violation. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Shot from the lane won't go. To Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the basket.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find the easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Hayward. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And counted at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guy's down big. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look. It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Pulls up for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Kyle Kuzma. Cashes in for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
Putting on a show here, getting oohs and ahs from the crowd. This is entertainment, people.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. DeMarcus Cousins, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A three at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
And it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers have earned what so many others have only been able to dream about, an NBA title. They've earned their place in the history books. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Celtics won't get to lift the Larry O'Brien trophy. It was one of the best seasons in the franchise history, but without a championship, it's likely to be forgotten. The Celtics got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track.